Yeah, the other live ended itself, so we doing the morning tapping right now, trying to get down here to Port North. Salute to all of y'all that's in the building. I know it's kind of a little shady right now, and I don't know. I got a 10 on the screen. This the iPhone. iPhone ain't like the Samsung phone camera work a whole lot better. But we on this phone today and trying to get down here to the port. So if you come in the building, hit the like button, hit the like button. Let's get down here and kick it. You know, ain't nothing much going on today. Today, Friday. I got some 7-Eleven coffee. Well, got a 6 on it. You know, trying to make it happen today, man. The map is 32 degrees. 32 degrees when I got up. You know, I hope y'all get the notification. See, I be freestyling this. I just go live. I don't plan it. I don't try to plan it, but I just go live on it. All right, so that's the only way I'm gonna go do it. Because if I gotta keep resetting it, then might not even make it do live. But be live though. But appreciate y'all coming through. Hit the like button. Share it out. Share it out if you can. Let me know what it is. You know what it's about. All right, so we gonna get down here, get this load off. Well, get this. I gotta drop off this empty, and I gotta go grab a cell box. You know, so yeah, I got some things I gotta put up. You know, see, I know y'all probably saying why keep asking about repeating the whole thing with the dirty sector. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. I got the live that I did three years ago. I did a live 3 years ago. You know, and the live that I done 3 years ago, I can name a whole lot of names that was in the comments. And I'm gonna put the live up. Hey, good morning, Stark Edward. I see you in the building. Hey, yeah, I'm back, Diamond. Yeah, I got a live I'm gonna put up, right? It's a I was trying to see if I could put the live as a premiere, but it's one of my lives that was done 3 years ago, right? 3 years ago. And I'ma just name a few that was in it. That live I did when the Dirty Sector first got started, right? The live that I did. Goof Troop was on that live, and Rose Gold was on that live. You heard me? Goof Troop was in the live, and Rose Gold was in that live. And I said, since they gonna call us some dirty niggas, we gonna call it the Dirty Sector. That was 3 years ago. There was no 05 older movement. There was no 10 Toes Down was the cameraman for Hassan. For 10 Toes was the cameraman for Sadnetta. Keep it 100. 10 Toes Down was the cameraman for 10 Toes. 10 Toes Down was the cameraman for Sadnetta, right? Sadnetta TV. 3 years ago. So there was no 05 older movement. Yep. There was no 05 older movement. There was no renegade. There was no light side, dark side. There was no no light side, dark side. There was no Artie. No disrespect to the names we'll call it. No disrespect to them, but there wasn't none of them around. If we had a chat, in that chat, Diamond was in that chat, Denise Bird was in that chat, Goody was in that chat, Eve was in that chat. I'm gonna put it up. If you want, go to J Quil All Talk Live. Go to what was that? I think it was something. I'm what I'm about to say. I don't need no apologies. AKA the Dirty Sector. You'll see it. 702 was in that live. Who was us in that live? Goody was in that live. Brent was in that live. Who else? It was a lot of us. Grizz was in that live. Who else? It was a lot of us in that live. There was a lot of us in that live. Goof Troop was on the panel. Rose Gold was on the panel when I did that live. And I sat in that live. He didn't call us dirty. No, he did call us dirty. Call us dirty niggas. So I said, if they gonna call us dirty niggas, we gonna call ourselves the Dirty Sector. Hashtag the Dirty Sector. So everybody put a 1 in the chat. Everybody put a 1 in the chat if we gonna go with hashtag the Dirty Sector. That's how it was started. So when people sit up here and say, nah, I don't, only reason why I'm bringing it back up because I heard Artie was on grid, and he said the dirty sector started with Hassan. No, it didn't. It didn't. What up? What up? What up, Jason? No, it didn't. 3 years ago, we was all in the chat. It had, I don't know, it just had to be so many. I don't know, like 40 people, 50 people in the chat. Melee was in the chat. Tazo was in the chat. Spoon was in the chat. It was just so many. Isaac was in the chat. Shout out to Keon. Keon passed away. He was in the chat. Carlos was in the chat. Snuggers was in the chat. It was a lot of people in that chat. The chat was heavy. The chat comments was heavy. You know, it was heavy. And go to the live. I think I said something about will make no apology for what I'm about to say, aka the dirty sector. And I said from here on out, we will be called the dirty sector. A lot of people don't want to admit it, man. So I'll put the live up. I'm definitely gonna put the live up. I'm gonna put it up. Well, I'm gonna cut it and put it up. But the live is up. The live is already up. But I'm gonna take parts of it. I'm gonna just post it back up because people really don't understand how this work out here, man. Like I know people keep saying why you keep repeating it, but I don't want nobody to rewrite the history that we made. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I don't want nobody to get up here and try to rewrite the history or write the work in the blueprint. And I said in that live, in the dirty sector, we all take care of each other. We look out for each other. We support each other. That's what it was all about. When we did the dirty sector, it was about running down the pedophilia, running down the domestic violence. We stood on that. It wasn't like it is now, so that's the only reason I'm bringing it up. So I'm bringing it up. So I'm not going to allow y'all to sit back and rewrite history what we done did. Hassan didn't make the dirty sector. He made y'all cats. Y'all cats come from 10 toes down to 050, and then it branches off from now River to um, Mob Ties, the Renegade. Renegade didn't get started until I remember when Renegade got started. The word Renegade got started when 050 was on the live and Knowledge was on that live. And when he told Knowledge that it was Digital Hollywood, the next live Knowledge did, he started playing Renegade by Eminem and Jay-Z. He started playing the Renegade song. And that's how I seen the Renegade get started. I don't know if it started before that, but when he said Digital Hollywood, Knowledge was like, huh? Knowledge went quiet. We all seen it live. Knowledge went in stuck mode. The next live Knowledge did, he started playing the song Renegade. That's what he did. He started playing that song. So that Renegade came from Knowledge. That came from Knowledge. I don't know the intricacies of the background, how it was set up, but I remember that live when 050 told Knowledge. And Knowledge was passionate. He was pushing that Glico and all that. He was passionate. He was really supporting them. And when China Brim told Knowledge he don't take it that serious, it's Digital Hollywood, that changed the dynamics of how Knowledge was moving. And Knowledge started saying Renegade. As soon as he said, I said, uh-oh, here we go. Knowledge about to switch this. We always watching it, man. We always watching it. So, and think about it. Think about it. And I'm going to tell you something, right? The dirty sector, they try to jack us for it. Just be honest, man. Just be honest about it, right? Because when 050, the light side, dark side, Mob Ties, wasn't none of them screaming dirty sector. Y'all know like I know. Wasn't nobody screaming dirty sector, man. Wasn't nobody screaming dirty sector. Nah, the only person that was screaming the dirty sector, that was pushing it, was Eve going back and forth with Brim. And kept screaming the dirty sector. Y'all know like I know. They came over here to go after the dirty sector. They came here to come after the people that was already in the dirty sector, original dirty sector. Wasn't nobody claiming it. We didn't even claim it. We didn't even claim the dirty sector. We never even claimed the dirty sector. We wasn't claiming it. We didn't put on our name. We didn't put on our title. We didn't put it in the thumbnail. We never even put the dirty sector in the thumbnail. They did all that. We didn't do that. And that's a fact. That's a fact. We never claimed the dirty sector. All we did was started something. It wasn't even a movement. It wasn't even a movement. It was hashtag the dirty sector. It wasn't even a movement. So when they came over, they jacked it because it wasn't nobody screaming the dirty sector. Nah, they was all now River. 050, they all came from 10 Toes to 050, Hassan Campbell to start breaking up because they, like they said, a lot of people was being kicked out the whip, thrown out the window, kicked out the hatchback. But wasn't nobody claiming it what we did over here. Wasn't nobody claiming it. It only started getting a lot of. The dirty sector started getting a push when Eve and Brim was going back and forth. When Eve was going back and forth trying to get them to go after the guys in the dirty sector. And I'm just being honest, man. I'm just keeping it 100. So that push to come after the originals, it just spawned off. And then when everybody needed a home to go to, everybody latched onto the dirty sector. So when people say y'all gave it up, we didn't give anything up because he wasn't really claiming it, but we know what we started. So when you came over here and you got into the mix of you got exposed, we wrapped you up. We toe tagged you and got you up out of here under the means of the dirty sector. We got you up out of here. But we wasn't jacking, we wasn't screaming the dirty sector. So they got kicked out the whip, they started using it. But if you go to Quil All Talk Live and you go to it's a microphone handle, and you go to that live, you'll see it, and play the live, go to halfway in the middle. When you see Rose Gold, me and Goof two talking, and then Rose Gold started talking. And Rose Gold was in there too. Even Rose Gold was screaming the dirty sector. Come on, Rose. Come on, Rose Gold. Come on, bro. You say you ain't had nothing to do with it. But then when we brung it all together, and I said from now on, we gonna be the dirty sector, hashtag the dirty sector, Rose Gold said that you right, hashtag the dirty sector. So where you at, Rose Gold? Hey, Rose Gold, where you at, man? Where you at, Rose Gold? Come on, bro. You say you wasn't you. Oh, I ain't never claimed. I ain't even rock with them like that. Come on, Rose Gold. Come on, Rose Gold. Where you at, bro? You was on it with me, man. You was on there when I started it, man. Come on, Rose Gold. Where you at? Hey, Rose Gold. I know. Somebody tag Rose Gold, man. You remember, right? Yeah, uh-huh. Yep, you remember, right? You remember that. But Rose Gold did say one thing, right? He did say one thing on Trey's Live last night. He said they called me King Simp, and we did call you King Simp. You wasn't no King Troll. You was King Simp. That's what we called you, Rose Gold. We said you was sipping for brims. So Rose Gold, you was on there with me, man. Hey, Rose Gold, go to that live. You was the last one on there with me when we did the dirty sector, Rose Gold. So don't act like, see, Rose Gold like to play. He like to play. He don't remember shit. Rose Gold like to act like he don't remember nothing. Hey, Rose Gold, where you at, man? Hey, somebody tag Rose Gold. Rose Gold. He loved to play. He loved to play like he don't remember nothing. But he was up there with J Quil. He was him. It was Goof Troop, and then it was Rose Gold. And when we tagged it, hashtag the dirty sector. Yeah, I know, right? I know. Rose Gold act like he don't know. We started that. He act like he don't know what happened, man. Oh, I wasn't even with none of that. And where you at, Rose Gold? He act like, oh, I wasn't with that. I'm gonna tag a minute though. Somebody tag Rose Gold, man, because Rose Gold be acting like he don't know nothing. Trying to play stupid. Come on, Rose Gold. You can't do that, bro. Can't do that, man. Can't do it. You was in there, and when I said hashtag the dirty sector, you said hashtag the dirty sector, and said put a one up in the chat if we gonna call it the dirty sector, and we all put the one up in there, and we agreed on it. And we did, when we agreed on it, it wasn't no 050. It wasn't 10 toes down at the time, was still a cameraman for Sinetta TV. And that's no diss to 10 toes. But he was the cameraman. Because if you go back on some of my videos, you will see outside doing an interview with Hassan Campbell. Hassan Campbell ain't had no jewelry on. Nah, no, 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 no. He probably had no Michael Jackson tight jeans on, but he ain't had no jewelry on. He ain't had no rings on. It wasn't no Audi out there. It wasn't no whatever he got. He was outside because he kept looking back because he thought he was about to get set up. So he thought Sinetta was going to set him up when they did that interview across the street by that big gym. So I don't know if they was in Harlem. I don't know if they was in the Bronx. But Sinetta did an interview, and the man behind the camera was 10 toes down. He's the cameraman. See, when people forgetting that, people be forgetting that we got receipts too. Our receipts are whole videos. We got whole videos. See, people act like we don't have no proof of what we. Yeah. He blew up and all that. Okay, cool. You know, with the backing of Sinetta. With the backing of Sinetta had put a push at the name. At that time, his name even won 10 toes. His name was Shaft. His name was Shaft. One they call it 10 toes Shaft. Hey, salute, Trooper 69. Hey, that was called a 10 toes Shaft. Hey, I want to say, first of all, I want to say good morning. Good morning to everybody's in the chat, right? Good morning, my people. Good morning. Good morning to the, hey, good morning, Melly Mel. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. I'm telling you, man, we got receipts. 10 Toes' name was Shaft. His name was Shaft. And 10 Toes was the cameraman for Sinetta TV. But see how like we don't know. We don't forget nothing around here. We got receipts. We don't forget nothing. So 3 years ago, I went and pulled the live. I did that live 3 years ago. That live was full. Everybody was in the live. When we named it the dirty sector. So Hassan didn't say, oh, I'ma call them a dirty sector. Hassan didn't say I'ma name them the dirty. He said them dirty niggas over there. Don't look at the live I put up. He said those dirty niggas over there. So I said, since he gonna consider us or call us a bunch of dirty ass niggas, then we the dirty sector. We the dirty sector. Hashtag the dirty sector. Put a one up in the chat. Put a one up in the chat. If we're gonna be called the dirty sector, hashtag the dirty sector. Go look at the live. Everybody's in attendance. Hey, Melly Mel, keep it real. You got Eve in the chat. You got Brim in the chat. You got Stacy in the chat. You got I think Karen Key was in the chat. Um, 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 Denise Bird. We had a lot of ladies in the chat. I think it's more. I'm forgetting a whole lot more. You had Keon. You had Diamond in the chat. Oh man, you had I don't know KK. He probably was in the bushes. You know, we had a lot of React is in the chat. Yeah, React TV is in the chat. Oh man, it was so many people in the chat. 702. What you had? What's the other guy name? You had. It was a lot of us. If I'm forgetting anybody's name, I apologize because I don't want to leave nobody out. But when I go put up, if you go to the live, open the chat up, you'll see so many people. And that chat was full. That it was a lot of people in there, man. That's all I got to say. People in that chat when I did that live when we did the dirty sector. So with all that talk about, all right, let me. Like I said, I think I forgot the minute mark, but if you go to that live and you go towards the end, when you get up, when you see Rose Gold on the panel with me, you will see Rose Gold agree with me. So they can't change the history when you got video receipts. You cannot change the history when you got video receipts. You can't change it, man. You can't change it. I don't care what they say. You can't change it. So all that, the dirty set that was started by Hassan Campbell, I know it wasn't. We was shooting. No, he was shooting. We was going back and forth. We was going back and forth. All of us going back and forth with him. But nah, that ain't how it was done. That ain't how it was done. Now, Grizz Moolah was in the chat. Yeah, Grizz was in that chat. Hold on. There's so many people. Spawn was in the chat. What's the brother name for California? What's his name? There was just so many people in the chat at the time that we used to get big panels, man. I'm telling you, Melly Mel, we used to give we used to do 5. If you go to some of my lives, you will see me did 5-hour live. Dudes being there falling asleep standing up. People being alive, Melly Mel, falling asleep standing up. We was doing 5-hour live, 6-hour live. We was doing big lives. And people say, well, you can't bring up the past. Yes, you can. The past would set legacies, and the past make you. So you can bring up the past because sometimes you have to go back to help people understand moving forward. You have to go back to move forward. A lot of people don't want to move forward. They want to stay stagnating in the middle. You got to move forward. Like, we all change the content. I like that Corvette. We all change the content, and we change the way we do things, but you cannot erase the past. That's why it's called a legacy. You can't erase the past, man. So when I hear them say, this is what Hassan done, nah. Go to that live, hashtag the dirty sector, throw the one up in the chat. That's how we did it. That's how we put it down. And it will always stay, as far as I'm concerned, it will always stay like that with me. It will always stay like that because I was the first to do the live on it. It's in the live, and then I did a live. I think React did a live, and it just moved out, and that's how we did it. So if you came in a dirty set at that time, you got toe tagged and bagged out of here. That's how we did it. We stood on principle, all of us. That's the reason why we never put the dirty sector in our name. We never did that. We never put the dirty sector in our name. We never claimed the dirty sector like that, but we knew we was in the dirty sector. So it wasn't like a B sector, a D sector. It wasn't none of that. We knew where we stand at. When you came in this sector, we was in, and you had any domestic violence, you couldn't talk about women over here. I'm keeping real with y'all. Everybody know. If you came over here and you disrespect women and drag women in the original dirty sector, we got you up out of here. Hey, as Red Pill, we got Red Pill up out of here. And Grizz wasn't lying when he said what he say? He said Grizzly Moolah and Crown Key. The guy from Catch a Predator, right? He was like Grizzly Moolah. I'm watching you in Crown Key because we bagged up Red Pill. Red Pill was sitting up here talking about what he was talking. Red Pill. Hey, what up, citizen? Red Pill was talking about how they was selling. The mother was on drugs, and she had, I think, 13, 14-year-old daughter, and it was crazy how they moved her around and all of that. And he was like, but it's not my fault because my homeboys is doing it first. He told the story, and one thing over here in this dirty sector, how we did it, you better watch what you say around here, because soon as you say something, it triggers, and we got you up out of here. So that's how he got up out of here. The videos are up. The video's up. That's how we did it over here. So you can't talk about kids and all of that. We stood on that. And then another thing too, you had the cam up. A lot of people ain't like that. You had the cam up over here. If you come in the live, you gotta show your face. You can't show your face, you don't come up. A lot of beefs started like that. A lot of emotional people in the sector, they got mad because a lot of people really didn't want to cam up. So if you don't want to cam up, they started their own live, and when they started their own live, that's how it went. But when the dirty sector got started, even Sage, everybody's in that live. Go look at the live. Everybody in the chat. That chat was full. That chat was full, and we stood on that. So I'm gonna put it out there, man. Because people be acting like, oh, I never messed with them. Same thing with Wax Dog. Wax Dog saying too, I never messed with the dirty sector. I never mastered the dirty sector. Man, I'm telling you, it's one live I'm gonna put up. You got a shout out to Jiggy. You got Jiggy, they all rapping. You got Jiggy, Real G's. Um, Here you go, Rose Gold on that panel too. Hey, Rose Gold, man, you been around for a long time, bro. Stop acting like you ain't got nothing to do with the dirty sector, Rose Gold. Hey, Rose Gold, stop acting like you ain't got nothing to do. Rose Gold been on my panel more than I know. So Rose Gold acting like, oh, you know, I ain't never been. Rose Gold been on the panel more than you know. What up, React? And Rose Gold been on the panel. Rose Gold was on that panel. It was Rose Gold. It was Rose Gold, shout out to Real G's. It was Wax Dog, No White Guy, and Jiggy Lifestyle. They all was rapping. All of them was rapping, right? All of them was rapping. All of them was rapping. So I even got a whole freestyle. I'm gonna put that up. Let me tell you, something. The receipts we got here is on video. We got video. We ain't no paperwork. We got video, so you can change the history, but you can't change the video. The video and audio will always tell the truth. Can't change it, man. So Rose Gold was on that panel, man. Rose Gold on a lot of panels, man. We done did. You know, we all used to do that. We always used to go on each other panels and laugh and joke all day. So that's how it got started, man. We did that. We all did a live, and we at the end of that live, Rose Gold was on the live with me, and I said, so from now on, we're going to call it the Dirty Sector. Hashtag the Dirty Sector. Put a one up in the chat if we're going to call it the Dirty Sector. Hashtag the Dirty Sector, and that's how it got started, man. So it wasn't. They weren't even here. Like I said, 10 Toes was the cameraman for Sinetta. 10 Toes was the cameraman, aka Shaft. 10 Toes name was Shaft. He wasn't there no 10 Toes now. It was Shaft. He ain't had no subscribers. That was done by shout out to Sinetta. It was done by Sinetta. Sinetta put him in the game. Sinetta put him in the game. So we know what it is, man. That's why I be sitting here laughing like y'all want to change, like Cavalli said, the trajectory. Y'all want to change it, but y'all can't change it when it comes down to me. Y'all ain't changing that, man. I'm sorry, man. I can't let it go. I can't let it go. Y'all may say, why y'all keep talking about it. Nah, I can't allow y'all to jack it because, like I said, when y'all first came here, wasn't nobody jacking the dirty sector. Wasn't nobody jacking it. Nobody wanted to come around. There's people in my lives now that's in the B sector. There's people that was in that chat now is in the Mo 3 sector. There's people in that chat is in the B sector, the black sector. There's so many people that was in the early stages of the dirty sector through COVID that was in my live, React Live. They was in, Grizz Live, Tazo Live. There was so many people here that branch off to a lot of sectors. So I'm going to be honest with y'all. A lot of people might not like what I'm about to say. But the dirty sector birthed a lot of these little sectors. Come on. The dirty sector birthed a lot of these little sectors that spawned off of us. And they ain't gonna admit it. And when I go back to some of them chats, I go, damn, they in the Mo sector, they in the B sector. Like she was here. And people be like, whoa, they look at the chat, they go, wow, they was here? Yeah, they was here. B Cole, they all was around here. Uh-huh. They all was around here. The sister got the Hell channel. Mm-hmm. They was around here. They all was around. And it just birthed off different sectors, man, because what we had at that time during COVID, it was something different. It was something different what we had. And all of us just came together and just did lives. I had lives that Melee was on the live. He fell asleep standing up. He fell asleep standing up on the live in the backyard. We was doing 5-6 hour lives up here, man. So when I hear, Artie saying, this how the dirty sector started and Hassan, no, he didn't, bro. He may started that with y'all, but he didn't start that here. Yeah, there was a lot. Hey, go to the live. You'll see. Go to the live. You will see. If you go to my live and look at the chat, Melly, you will see a list of people in there. You will see a list of people in those lives that's in other lives right now. You will see. They was in our lives. Now they in other lives. You'll see people that was in React Live that's in different black sector, B sector. They're all over the place. Everybody was around us at the time of COVID. Most of the people didn't even have it. Most of the people weren't even content creators. A lot of people came from the chat. Some of the trolls became content creators. A lot of these content creators were nothing but trolls. They was chat supporters. A lot of them came from people disrespecting the chat, and then they felt as though, well, if you're going to disrespect me, I could do my own live and shoot back at you. So a lot of the people that was in the chats became content creators. When I started Quil All Talk Live, I was over there with Star. No, I was watching Star. I went with Star, but I learned from watching Star. I learned from that. So a lot of people that was in there that was being disrespected, people that was donated was being disrespected, they went and started their own lives. That's how it just peeled off like that. So I'm not gonna let nobody change what we did. I'm not doing that, man. You can spin it, you know. Like what did Frank Lucas say? You know, I don't give damn what you call it, how you cut it. It's blue magic and leave it blue magic. You know, I don't care how you flip it. If it's blue magic, leave it blue magic. The same thing. I don't care how you flip what you want to flip. It's the dirty sector. Leave it there. You ain't flipping that. I don't care what y'all put on it. Put a twist on it. That's how it started. Go to the live. You see. And you're going to be laughing because that was a good live. But somebody tag Rose Gold and tell Rose Gold to stop playing with the dirty sector and put some respect on our name. Because Rose Gold was in that chat and he was on the live with me when I started not when I started it, when we all started it. I'm not going to say me. We all started the dirty sector. And when we put a name on what we did over here, we put a name on it. Rose Gold was on that panel. Rose Gold was Goof Troop, then it was Rose Gold. They was on the panel. So Rose Gold, stop playing like you playing stupid, like you don't know nothing. Stop playing Rose Gold. You was over here too, man. You was over here too. You was over here too. Eve said she wasn't in Dirty Sector. Eve was in that chat too. Eve was in the chat too. Eve, it was a lot of women in there. Denise Bird, Eve, Brim, Diamond. Um, yeah, you got Keys. I forgot. You had I think a couple of white girls. I don't know. You had a lot of females in it. Cause we had a lot of females over here. If the females came from, the Dose and Brim Gang, it was a lot of females over here at the time. A lot of females in the sector. Like right now, it's not that many over here now, but in the sector, there was a whole lot of females. There was a lot. There was a handful of females over here. Then Tammy. You remember Tammy? Tammy's in there too. Shout out to Tammy. Tammy's in the chat too. There was a lot of people in that chat, and they can actually say when I did the live and we all agreed on it. Since he want to call us a bunch of dirty niggas, we gonna call it the dirty sector. Hashtag the dirty sector, and that's how the shit went. So I don't believe that bullshit. We ain't playing like that, man. If you in the building, hit the like button, man. Share it out, man, if you can, man. It's your boy Quil All Talk Live, man. You know, this is what we did over here, man. But people want to change it, man. They ain't changing that, man. They ain't changing that. You had a dirty sector mixing up with the conscious community. That's how it was, man. But I'm tired of hearing it. It might be my last time talking about it, and I'm gonna leave it right there. But if you don't believe me, go catch the live. You'll see the live, and you're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh, man. You're gonna laugh. Believe me, you're gonna laugh, man. You're gonna laugh like Wax Dog and say, well, I never had no conversation with Cavalli Kid, blah 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 blah. I got a live up there with Wax Dog and Cavalli Kid. on the same live. See, people want to spin the narrative, man. You can't spin the narrative. I got DC 33 in the live with the Dirty Sector. Wax Dog was in that live. Go to the live, you'll see. And people say they don't deal with us, they was in that live. And they know how the Dirty Sector got started. They was in there. They was in there. They all was in there. They all was in there. I need to get down here and drop this box, man, but I don't know, man. I just had to talk about it, man, because I'm tired of people trying to spin it and my truck acting a little funny. That is what it is. I need to do an oil change to change the fuel filter, but she run a little shaky right now. So thank God. I hope not. I'm not gonna put that out there because something might just happen. But that's how we did it, man. Exactly how we did it. You know, I would like to go back to doing panels like that, bringing people up. We haven't just. Hey, we did a lot of roasting. We did a lot of. We did a lot. We put it out there. I would like to go back to doing that. You know, come together. You know, whatever they do, man. You know, whatever they decide to do. If somebody doing something, hey, I'm game. I'm on it. I'm on it. So I'm definitely on it. So we gonna do something out there. Do it. I don't have a problem with it. Uh huh. I have a problem with it, man. But that's how it is around here, man. It's like I don't support a lot of stuff that people do. I don't support it, man. I don't care. You know, people want to disrespect women. I'm riding with that, man. I'm not riding with that. If you the type of person, if you can't be a man, if you can't be a man and apologize for disrespecting, I even seen React apologize, and React didn't even have to do that, but React did it. That's what being a man about. Even though you know you right sometimes, but to try to ease the tension, people will apologize to a female, say, you know what, I apologize, I'm gonna keep it moving. But for you to ride somebody coattail and disrespect a woman like that, and you be the first one to say, we got to support our black women. We got to lift them up. We got to stand by them. We got to go fight the enemy. Black women are being disrespected and dragged through the street. But then you sit there and preach it, and you do the same thing you preaching. I can't stand next to you, man. If you standing next to somebody who's dragging, now there's one thing, you know, we all know you can't win a conversation. You can't win an argument with a female. You know that. So you got to let it ride. But for those who will sit there 24/7 and battle with female and be very disrespectful, I can't stand next to you, man. You can say what you want about me. I can care less. But I'm not going to stand next to you, you know, and I'm not going to be sitting there acting like, because I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something to you. So if you sitting there jacking that, I can't mess with you. I can't stand next to you, man. I'm not jacking that shit. Not doing that, man. I know how I can get, like, you know, because my thing is this: the way y'all disrespect the women on here, y'all won't do that shit at home. Y'all won't do it at home. The way some of the men talk to women on here, you won't do it at home. See, a lot of men on here, they don't have, you know, they're not a man at home, so they come on the internet and they put that out there like that, man. You know, we know some women could be ratchet, loud, obnoxious, angry, just. But at the end of the day, as a man, you got to say, all right, Shorty, you got that. You got that. All right, all right, all right. You got that. I can't do nothing about that. You know, you good, you good. Yeah, I'm this, I'm that. All right, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I'm a punk, I'm a sucker. Cool, cool. All right, all right, all right. You know, but I'm not standing next to. I don't think that's cool, man. I don't think that's cool, man. I don't jack it. So if anybody, you know, any feelings about what I said, man, just stay in your feelings then, man, because you ain't gonna do nothing to me. So stay in your feelings with it, man. You got a problem with what I said? Stay in your feelings then. You can't do nothing to me. You know, I'm not even worried about that, but I'm just not jacking that, man. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You get up here going back and forth with a female like that, you crazy, man. Now, don't get me wrong. I know some women say a lot of crazy shit. I know. Some women to get mad at you, and that's the problem I don't like neither, but I walk away. Some women to get mad, you know what's done to me. They get mad at you, and they can't get you. They start calling you gay. They start calling you weak. They trying to tear down your manhood. But I smoke a cigar and I turn it off. That's it. Or I smoke a cigar and blow it in the screen. That might even hurt your feelings. If I blow the smoke screen, you be mad. So I'm not gonna sit there and argue with you. I blow smoke in your face, but I ain't gonna argue with you. I ain't doing all that. Cause I ain't about to close this screen. I be mad at myself. Cause now we ain't doing all that. You know? I see men on here got more energy for women than they got for men. Yeah, I know. You got men on here that got more energy for women than they got for men. And that's sad. That's sad, bro. That's sad. They'll go hard body on the female. Hard body on the female. They'll go all day through multiple lives just to go hard on the female, man. That shit. Hey, somebody help me understand that, man. Somebody help me understand why is it like that, man. That's a weak man to me. You go hard on the female, but you won't do a fan. I ain't jacking that, bro. That's just me, man. I ain't jacking that. You know, I cam up. So I ain't afraid to show myself. You know, some people want to size you up, and no diddy, but they want to size you up and saying what they gonna do to you. And I ain't jacking that neither. You ain't gonna do nothing to me. That's the least of my worries right there. That's the least of my worries right there. So, but just to be disrespecting a woman and making live after live after live, you know, see what it is. Some men, excuse me, some men they can't handle confrontation. They can't handle a woman coming with a strong opinion. Some men can't handle that. My mother always had a strong opinion. My mom's always had a strong opinion. Always had a strong opinion. Either you like it or you love it. Or she tell you, go sit your ass down. That's what my mom did. Either you like it or love it, go sit your ass down, boy. Go sit down somewhere. Get out my face. My mother always had a strong opinion. Always. Always. And you grew up to understand that. You know, my mother wasn't, when she raised her sons, she wasn't a dominant woman like that. She was firm, aggressive, and she had a point. You know, like how Melly do it. I'm a put it out there, and as a man, you deal with it. Let me see how you come back. My mom's was she was firm like that. My mother put it out there, and that's it. That's it. That's it. A lot of people can't handle that, man. A lot of people can't handle that. That's why when I see most of the women talking on here, I see how Crown used to talk to men on here, and it's a simple conversation will break them down. I see how people do it, man. You know, I even watched Brim talk to certain men on here in a calm manner and break them down. I seen it. I see how some women can handle certain men, but then certain men want to just go hard body, man. I seen it happen on here. I seen it happen. So I'm not jacking it, man. I'm not jacking that shit. You know, oh J Quil, but what if she talking to you like that? At the end of the day, I have daughters. I got 3 daughters. 3. I got 3 daughters. I don't even talk to my daughters like that. I have 3 daughters. I listen. I listen. I don't talk to them like that. I don't do all that shit. I raise daughters. I raised 3 daughters and 3 boys. I got 6 kids. So talk to my sons a certain way, and I talk to my daughters a certain way. But I don't do the disrespect. Nah, I listen to them. I hear them out. I hear them out. Even though my daughters have a lot to say, I hear them out. You know, that's why I can sit back and watch it. Go, this shit ain't right, man. This ain't right. You know, we all gonna do a back. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying with a female. Yay. It's different than being disrespectful. Like the conversation that Melly and Grizz had. Something like that. You can debate and get to a point where there's going to be a solution, and get to a point where as though there's going to be something resolved at the end of the road. It's going to be something there. You know, it's going to be something there. So you can debate with a female. You can have a conversation. The tone might go up, the tone might go down. It go left, but it's gonna come back, without being disrespectful. And I always stand on that, man. But when you're you got problems with yourself, homie. It shouldn't have to go that route. You're a man like I'm a man, I think. But certain men is at a certain caliber to other men. Like I'm 52, so I done. I hope I done seen it all and heard it all. But you always gonna hear something new and see something new. That's the only thing about that. All right, let me see something. Yeah, I'm in the port right now, but come on, I don't want to stuck on these tracks, but let me see. Oh, certain dates, right? But world, but a lot of people do, but I have to do that. Is I'm proud of myself. If you can't question yourself for doing what you do, you, you always have a problem. It's all built on self, man. All right, let's get down here. Get up in the port, let it ride. I appreciate you coming though. Yeah, I know some people gonna leave and leave out, but I don't know. If you was to choose to have a panel, let's say like Melly, if you was to choose to have a panel that have, they say pick three females and three men that you know you can have a good conversation. Would you pick if you know you have a panel on a certain topic about men and women, right? If y'all can have a topic on, let me see. Let me find a topic for you. Let me find a topic. Find a topic. If you can have a topic and pick three men and three women of your choice, trying to find a topic, right? Of why do what okay, I got it. If you can have a panel, right? You pick three women and three men, right? And have a panel on why why can't women and men deal with rejection? Who would you pick? That's anybody like to have a intellectual, I know, conversation where you can agree and disagree. You can go back and forth without no disrespect, no cussing, no yelling, no arguing. Who would you pick, Keys? Who would you pick, Diamond? Who would y'all pick that have a conversation on why can't men and women handle rejection? Who would you pick? See one thing about I'm gonna tell you one thing about the Dirty Set what we did. We used to give each other content. We used to give each other content. I'll call Tazo and throw Tazo something. I'll call Melee, I'll throw Melee something. I'll call Gucci. Like we used to do that. We used to throw each other content. Like if I felt as though something was about to come about, and I know I couldn't handle, if I knew I couldn't deliver that content, I would call somebody and give it to them. I said, you know what? Hey, Keys, take this content, Keys. I think you'll do it better. We used to do that. We used to sit back in the sector and give each other content. We used to do that. Like I would give you a call and say, take this. Or I used to call, I call somebody and say, yo, tell React to take that. Like, oh, you do on his own and it's gonna keep cutting off and keep spinning. We gotta talk about this. We don't give each other things go. All right, deep into the content about it. but being in the port ain't gonna allow me to do it.